everything that we see in the world is a creative work of women.
Yeah.
How much of an impact has that quote had on your career?
So when we say that everything creative has been done by women, it's that quality in women that makes them create a much bigger difference than what men can create in the world.
Until when are we going to have events to empower women?
We have to openly admit that there is a gender bias, right?
Hello everybody, welcome to Rising 2025. Join with me today is Prachi Walia, Head of Design at Zivame. So, welcome
Hi.
Prachi. How does it feel to be a part of an event that celebrates women in tech?
I think it's fantastic, and somebody who comes from a design background which is dominated by, field dominated by women, for me to see the challenges or the opportunities that women have in tech it's a very refreshing point of view that I'm getting today.
So, you finished your presentation with a very powerful quote. Everything that we see in the world is a creative work of women.
Yeah.
How much of an impact has that quote had on your career?
See, when we see men and women, right, and when we are saying that we need equal representation of men and women in all kinds of roles, right, I think what gives women a step ahead in terms of moving forward. See, a lot of people look at the word is empathy,
Yes.
right? A lot of people see that as a weakness in women. For me, I think that is the power or the ammunition or the military that a woman has, right? And that's the difference a woman creates when she takes on a leadership role, right? So when we say that everything creative has been done by women, that is a reason, right? It's that quality in women that makes them create a much bigger difference than what men can create in the world, right?
Awesome. Right. So, and adding to that, we're a part of an event where I see so many talks that say unlocking opportunities for women.
Yeah.
Unlocking, more employment for women.
Yeah.
What is it that is locked in the first place, and why are we even here? Until when are we going to have events to empower women, and when will the disparity end and women are already, sort of empowered and they're good to take on roles that they want to personally achieve without any sort of trouble? When do you think will we get there?
See, I'm gonna make a statement which might be slightly on the line, right? But yes, we have to openly admit that there is a gender bias, right? Some time back, I had attended one seminar and they were giving one example that they had a group of uh, equal male and female representation in the group, right? And their resumes were floated up, okay? They removed the part gender, right? And once they did that, the percentage of women who got selected in the leadership role was way, way much higher. I think that's the kind of strong, bold approach we need when it comes to having representation, unlocking opportunities for women. I think it's high time that we start, like I said during the event or the speech earlier, that we need to look at women for their capabilities and their qualities beyond the external factors that we look at, right? Mother, daughter, multiple roles that they play. So I think that's when the true unlocking of the opportunities will happen once we start removing the gender biases from the.
Right. So, based on your anecdote, the inherent biases still exist,
It
even though
does.
we're in 20.
I think it does.
And also for a lot of young women who aren't exposed to a lot of, for the most part of the outside world,
Yeah.
They get to hear things like you got to get into a workplace, stand up to your boss,
Yeah.
you got to be confident.
Yeah.
But it's much easier said than done.
Yeah.
Right? It adds on to a huge mental pressure.
Yeah.
So, how can one go about that process? What is that process of building a mental resilience to work in a male dominated or any sort of an intimidating place where you feel that you're sort of scared to put your thoughts or opinions out there?
So honestly, see, like I shared with you earlier that I come from army background, so I quote a lot. My upbringing has been such that I quote a lot of my views through the kind of upbringing I've had. And see, when situations like this, see, you have to work with other people. You can't choose your bosses, right? You can't choose your colleagues, right?
Yes.
But you can definitely choose the battles that you want to fight.
Yes.
You need to be very smart about what is it that is in it for you. That kind of approach you should be able to apply. That how much of my time and energy, like if I have two situations which I need to cater to, right? How much of my time and energy one situation will require and where it will give me the end result. You should be smart enough to be, because you can't stress about every little situation and make a big, like a big balloon out of it and say that, I can't handle it and can't do it. You need to be
Yes.
smart about having, deal with it practically and say that this is what I'll deal with and this is what I'll not deal with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously, with YouTube and internet out there,
Yeah.
people, women, everybody can have access to people like you and your words of wisdom. But besides that, how important is personal support? I think that's also something that you highlighted in your
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
The ability to have friends who you can openly talk to.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not just women, anyone who's
Anyone.
had a problem that seems minor on the outside world, we often struggle to talk about it, and the fear of being embarrassed. Like, hey, I couldn't talk to my boss today. That's not a valid problem
Yeah. Yeah.
as per most people. So,
Yeah.
how important is it for people to talk, get support from their family and friends, and
I think it's very, very important, especially as we keep moving towards having a lot more nuclear families, right? A good friend support system, right? Like I shared earlier, that I've lived across multiple cities.
yes,
And currently I've just moved to Bangalore. And for today's event, I was thinking, who do I take with me, because you need, like, even at this, after years of 19 years of experience, you get that jittery legs and you get that nervousness when
Yes.
you're attending an event or you have to speak out, right? But I was lucky enough to have my neighbors who are both techies, and they said, okay, I'll come with you, right? And it meant such a great support for me to have them over here. So yes, we need people around us. And as our social circle maybe digitally is expanding, but in real life, like a person to person interaction is shrinking at a very, very fast speed. So we need to have friends, and we need to have support from the family to be able to manage challenges of work or personal or whichever way, right?
right. I think it's also important to discuss about male dominated fields, right? So, I come from a mechanical engineering background, and there's just one girl
Yeah.
in the entire
Yeah.
batch. And obviously, it took her years to mingle with all the boys and, make good friends. But I'm sure there are many young girls and women out there who want to get into such male dominated fields,
Yeah.
but are perplexed at the fact that there's no woman representation.
Yeah.
And obviously, we can't expect an overnight change where women are
Yeah.
going. But even for that one person who wants to put herself in that situation, what is it that you'll tell them while they're entering a male dominated field?
I think before thinking that you're entering a male dominated field, I think you need to tell yourself that what's the difference?
Yep.
Like, probably you're smarter than them.
Yes.
You are more intelligent, more hardworking. And like I said, the biggest weapon that a woman has is empathy, right?
Right.
I think even before we start pointing fingers out to people around us, oh, there are 30 male in my class and I'm the only girl, and how do I step in and this thing? Probably you need to look at, oh, I am the only girl in the class. It starts from there, right?
Right.
That I am the only girl in the class who's making a difference. And maybe I am the only girl right now. In the next batch, there'll be two more, and there'll be three more, there'll be four more. And that's the approach we need to start, having, instead of feeling, like the other side of the story, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And also in such cases, or let's say, fresh employees in a company,
Yeah.
building that mental resilience is a process, right? So
Yeah.
patience is quite key. You'll have
Patience,
to
yeah.
go through difficulties.
Yeah.
So what is something what is a calming sentence that you can tell them that hang in there?
Calming sentence. Well, see, after having two children and after having 19 years of experience in
Right.
corporate, I will tell you one thing, that it only gets better day by day. You
Right.
have to tell yourself that this is not the end of it. It will get better. And you will, maybe take a walk, go down for a drive, speak with your friend. You will find ways to make yourself feel better. And
Right. And what?
you will be able to figure it out, right? Eventually.
Right. And one last question, you mentioned you have a daughter yourself
Yeah.
who's quite young.
Yeah.
And all the countless daughters in India who are watching us and who are looking out for inspiration. What is it that you want to tell them to be the change
Yeah.
and quite literally lead their own dreams and achieve everything they want without without doubting themselves? What is your message going to be?
So, see, whether you decide to step into a big role, or whether you decide that I'm going to give up everything and I'm going to go and live in Himalayas and not do anything, grow vegetables, it should give you happiness. It should, like I said, that your leadership value has to align with your core values. It has to bring you peace and happiness. And that's the approach that they need to have, to prioritize themselves first before, my father is a doctor, so I need to become a doctor. My mother is a fashion designer, so I need to become a fashion designer. I think we need to move away from that kind of discussions and those kind of conversations, that they have to live up to somebody's expectation, right?
Right.
They have to live up to their own expectations first before they do it for anybody else.
Right. I
Yeah.
think that's true.
Yeah.
We really hope the next generation
Does that?
doesn't need empowerment. They,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they get there.
Pretty
you know.
independent
Yeah,
on their own and
exactly.
they figure it out.
Yeah. So let's hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you for the wonderful conversation, Prachi.
Thank you so
And
much.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Yes, I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.